Hello everyone, welcome back to Analyst Adda. We are continuing our database master series, and today we are stepping into a very important backend concept. Why creating a new database connection for every request is dangerous? Because database connections are not free, and under high traffic this mistake can crash our entire system. So let's understand why and what happens internally and how connection pooling solve this problem. So one by one we understand the things internally. Okay, let's start. First, suppose we have an application. First, what happens when we call the get connections? So I'm trying to understand. We will try to understand what happens internally. So suppose we have the application. Okay, this is our driver manager, and this is MySQL server. Understood? This is our application. This is driver manager. Application is connected with driver manager because application will call to the driver manager.getConnection. So we use the driver manager to connect with the database MySQL server. Whoever hasn't was at the previous video, go to the playlist and watch it first, the previous video, so you can understand more. Suppose we call driver manager dot get connection. Okay, like this we use. So when we call the driver manager dot get connection, what happens internally? First, the network handshake happen. Okay, let me write one by one. Mm, I can explain if you want, because everything is not possible to write anything. So I will understand what happens internally. First of all, network handshake happens. Second thing, the authentication happens. Third thing is the session is created, right? Fourth thing is the memory allocated. The fifth is the thread allocated. So these five things will happen internally when we call the driver manager dot get connect. Get connect or get connection, we can say here get connection. Okay, so the whole process is not a lightweight operation. This is not a lightweight operation. It is expensive. Okay, understood? So this is the first problem. The second problem is what happens under load. Suppose we have the applications, and this is our application, right? So our application, we have the request, 1,000 requests. Okay, 1,000 requests, yeah, 10,000 requests, or 1 lakh of requests, anything of requests. So I'm just assuming the 1,000 requests. Okay, so this is the 1,000 requests, and it means 1,000 connections, correct? If 1,000 connections will connect to the database. Understood? So if it means, if each request opens new connection, it means execute query and the closest connection. So under heavy traffic, DV max connections limit reached, thread blocks, and the application crashes. So the database connections are limited resources. Understood? So the real MySQL limitations. MySQL default max connection usually around the 151 only. The default is the default max connection. Usually around 151 connection only. So it basically depends on the config, or you can also check by using the so variables like max connections. uh, what is the max connections default? So basically the default max connection is 151. This is the real MySQL limitations. So after 151, if you connect to simultaneously users, 160 or the 200 users connect simultaneously, database reject new connections. Understood? So this is a problem. The next problem is the performance cost. So performance cost, suppose we have the opening connections involved in the performance cost. So what happens, the TCP handshake, right? It will include in the performance cost. TCP handshake, SSL negotiation, authentication, and the session creation. So these are the things we need to cover in the performance cost. So this will take milliseconds. If we multiply that by 1000 requests per second, system slow down. Understood? The next problem is the common production failure. It means too many connections error, timeout exception, memory exhaustion, slow response time, and the thread pool blocking. So in production system, improper connection handling is one of the biggest cause of system failure. So what is the solution of this? Okay, we have understood the things. These are the problems. Okay, so what is the solution for this? The main solution of this problem is connection pooling. Is the connection pooling. This is the solution. So instead of creating connection every time, we create a fixed number of connections at startup. Suppose 5 connection or 10 connection or 20 connection. So request reuse those connections. Whatever connection we define in the starting, so our request reuse those connection. Suppose we have the application, sorry, we have the application, right? Our application will connect to connection pool. Okay, and connection pool will connect to the database. This is the way we use the connection pool. Our application will connect to the connection pool, whatever connection we define in the starting only, 10 connection, 5 connection, 20 connection, depending on the our configurations, our requirement. Okay, and connection pool will connect to the database. So when a request comes, when any request comes, borrow connection from the pool, it will borrow from the connection pool, execute query, and return connection to pool. So connection, we are not destroying the connection here. Okay, connection is not destroyed, it is reused. We are reusing. Okay, So what is the main benefit of the connection pool? Better performance, resource control, faster response, scalability, and stability. Understood? So pooling eliminates the repeated handshake cost. In the previous, here is the driver manager. When every time we are calling the driver manager dot get connection, because we are creating the connection, we are destroying the connection. Okay, so every connection we need to pay some cost. Okay, because we need to uh, get some things from particular connections, right? But in the connection pool, we are not destroying the connection, we are only repeating the particular connection, so our repeated handshake cost is eliminated. So but the next thing in your mind, how enterprise system handle this? So in a real application, we do not use driver manager, directly. We use Hikari CP or Apache DBCP or C3P0. Okay, what we use basically, Hikari CP or might be Apache DBCP or C3P0. So we, in the real application, we do not use the driver manager directly in our applications, we use these things. Or the most important thing is Spring Boot default uses the Hikari CP, this one. Okay, so even Spring Boot internally uses the connection pooling by default. That adds authority us. Okay, so we have already discussed why we use the connection pooling, why we are not using the driver manager in the production users applications. Okay, so let me explain some of the interviews question here. Why is creating connection every time dangerous? Okay, this is the most important questions we have. I have already explained in the, yes, because the connection creation is expensive, database has limited connections capacity, correct, the 151 basically. So and what is connection pooling? Yeah, this is the connection pooling. So what is connection pooling? Connection pooling is a technique, this is a technique, okay, where we are, our application is connected to the connection pool is connected to the database, and we can define the connection uh, in the starting of the application, 5 connection, 10 connection, whatever connection we need to require. So connection pooling is a technique where a fixed number of database connections are created here. Okay, and reused to improve performance and the resource management. What is the default connection pool in Spring Boot? So I have already explained the Hikari CP is the default connection pool here. What happens if max connection exceeded? Okay, in the starting also I explained the default max connection is 151. If the 161 or 200 or 170, if after 151 connection, if exceeded, then what happens? So database reject new connection and the application throws the exception. Understood? So today we understood why creating connection every time is dangerous. Okay, we saw the performance impact, resource exhaustion, and the concurrency issues here. So in the next video, we will implement this connection pooling. Okay, how we can implement in our project. So in the next video, we will implement connection pooling using the Hikari CP. Okay, and compare the performance. I hope you enjoyed this video, love this video, and thank you. See you in the next video.